Local fertility specialist says he can relate to our very own Howard Ain when it comes to needing a life-saving kidney donor. Medical reporter Liz Bonas shares the story of how the miracle of life went from a professional calling to one that's now very personal.
So happy for you.
It is a special day for a very special family. Ishita and Ghosl Saobhankai.
Oh, I'm having twins.
We are having twins.
Yeah, we are pregnant.
After a long struggle with fertility, this mom and dad says,
the day we walked in here, we knew that something is going to happen.
Here is the Bethesda Fertility Center. For nearly 2 decades, Dr. Pradeep Warikoo has directed the lab here, which means?
Well, I try to grow human embryos in the lab and help people, those who are having difficulty in getting pregnant.
He has helped hundreds of families conceive over the years, but he says,
the life that comes into that embryo that I grow is from the higher calling person.
That higher calling and a team, he says, who this past year began to notice something.
I had noticed that he didn't seem himself, but I didn't know what to think of it.
And then one day, word got out through an email to many of the people in this team that the person usually helping others needed help himself.
He sent a group email just announcing that some days are going to be rough and I may be missing, and this is what's going on with me personally. And he said he was on the kidney transplant list, that he'd be there for 8 years, and then he was starting dialysis.
The problem?
I couldn't ask for help because I am in the business of helping.
Luckily, Dr. Warikoo didn't have to ask.
And I just knew right away that it's what I wanted to do for him. I needed to do it for him.
Yes, Patty Boone, his very own fertility program coordinator, gave the life gifter the gift of life through living kidney donation.
I owe him a debt of gratitude, and so I knew I wanted to help him.
You see, Patty knew without her own gift, more families wouldn't be able to celebrate healthy little lives.
So I was privileged, and that's always how I felt about it. And because you're right, it lets him go on to do what he does phenomenally, so that families can continue to grow.
Speaking of which, in case you're wondering, do we know yet a due date roughly?
I think June, 24th of June.
So that is the date they have given us, but twins,
Yeah.
they can come out early.
Whenever they want. In Montgomery, Liz Bonas, Local 12 News.
Both donor and recipient recovering very well. They're back at work full time. If you are interested in being a living kidney donor, we have a link to the National Kidney Foundation at local12.com.